And at center stage, it's the Raiders' Offensive Player of the Year. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Vikings. Just
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL. And they can't bring him down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key.
Now Matthew Hayball on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Right back to him on 1st down. He's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw McCarthy. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Outside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Raiders at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now McCarthy. Pass complete there to Nacua. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the Raiders have got him. Trenton Simpson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Third and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy rolling to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On play action, now McCarthy. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. McCarthy going to throw again. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get